Hi everyone, it's Maggie back from Knitting in the Park, and in this short video I want to show you how I work the knit belows. So I want to show you how to work this really fun detail here in the totally twisted hat pattern that is offset by these cables, and in this upcoming pattern which I will be releasing shortly as soon as I finish it here on the blog. I'm going to work to the stitch where this technique is worked. So in these two patterns, it's a purl 3. So I'll bring my yarn around to the back because this next stitch is a knit stitch. And in the pattern, I write this as a knit 2 below. I've seen this written a couple different ways, which is why I wanted to jump on and make a quick video for these two particular patterns. So I write this as a knit 2 below because you will find the stitch you need to work and then count down 1, 2. And this is the stitch into which you will insert your needle and work a normal knit stitch. Well, a semi-normal knit stitch. So again, I locate the stitch, the next stitch on my needle where the pattern says to work the knit 2 below, and then I count 1 below, 2 below, and you can see that this is already a stitch that has been worked, so it's quite a large stitch here to form this kind of loop or chain up the hat or whatever this little gem is going to turn into. So find the stitch on my needle, go down 1, 2, insert my needle to knit the stitch, right? So I'll grab my yarn and pull it through just like I'm knitting. Now, 2 tips here, or at least 1 tip, and keeping the yarn, your working yarn loose here will help to produce a more defined stitch. If you keep it really tight here, it's gonna bunch up and just kind of look like a different technique. So it's nice to just kind of give the yarn a little extra tug. So I have a nice big loop on my needle, and then don't freak out, but the final step of this technique is to drop that stitch off your needle because it's caught. You've already worked 2 below, so you have two bars here, and that's how you know you've successfully worked your stitch. Now in these 2 patterns it calls for a purl 3 after this, so you just bring the yarn around to the front and purl your next 3 stitches, and that is how you work the 2 below, or knit 2 below, in the totally twisted hat pattern and this upcoming baby knitting pattern.